What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? You are watching Over the Ropes, Beyond the Ropes. This is your guy, OTR Mic Drop.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy OTR Trey, aka Treyway, aka Durag Trey, aka Wednesday Night Trey. Uh, and yeah, man, we're missing one of our compadres today. Uh, but yeah, me and Mike Drop gonna hold it down for y'all.
Yeah,
All right, so it was an eventful Saturday, this past Saturday and past Monday. But before we get to that, uh, with WWE, we're gonna just start off with a couple quick hits from AEW, really fast for you. So I got Dynamite's on right now, and Jeff Hardy is going against John Moxley. Didn't know that match was being promoted. Don't know why they're fighting. Um,
right. There's been a lot of individual Jeff Hardy matches as of recently.
yeah, he just had a mean one with Darby.
Yeah,
Um, I do want to shout
uh,
out the.
it,
Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say your opinion. I know we said it a long time ago. Do you feel like that is Jeff Hardy's time to hang it up? Because week after week, he's been having like botches after botches after botches.
Yeah. So uh, it may be time for him to hang it up. Uh, yeah, because Matt is done. Matt been
Yeah,
done.
man. They couldn't even do what's they move?
Poetry emotion.
Yeah, poetry in motion. Boy, when I seen that, I said, "Oh my goodness." I guess to me it's almost like ruining my childhood, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like when that NBA and NFL players stay around too long,
yeah, man. Like, and
like
I'm
Vince
just,
Carter at the end.
oh man. Yeah, speaking of Vince Carter, I just seen
Oh man, JD didn't froze. He just about to go in. Oh man,
technical difficulties. I'm back.
say it again.
Nah, I said I just seen a TikTok of Vince Carter at the age of 47 hooping in the adult league. Like, can't make
but
this up.
but yeah, man. I think it might be time for the Hardys just to hang it up.
Yeah,
Everybody doesn't
man.
need to be like Sting and fight till you're 64 or
Facts.
whatever.
Facts.
But also, I wanted to make mention about the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I think I
Oh
talked
yeah,
about it
yeah.
last episode. But
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
how you feel about because I've only known Jay White to be a heel. I've never known him to be a face.
Um, hmm.
I think he was. I know he's been a face. I just did watch a lot of his stuff in Japan also.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's gonna work. I feel like they neutral now. You know what I'm saying? Like they the beloved baby heels.
Now I feel that. Now, taking a look at tonight's card, uh, Hangman is going against Toa Leona. It's too many of these Samoans out here, man. This shit's getting out of hand. It's just getting out of hand. Jericho, they okay. In light of WWE and Vince McMahon, Chris Jericho is still being put on AEW TV. He got a match tonight against Kyle Fletcher of the
Oh.
Don Callis family. And Heyman picks Swerve Strickland's match uh,
Hmm.
for dealer's choice with Samoa Joe on commentary. Hopefully, because I don't expect Samoa Joe to have a long title reign, and I'm
Hmm.
hoping that Swerve could take it off of him probably within like the next couple months.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Yeah, I
trying to,
hope so.
yeah, I think that what
I
they're
hope
doing,
they flow
they're
it out.
going with, I think they're still doing this Hangman and Swerve feud, but I hope it leads to Swerve
Yeah.
getting the title.
Right.
Mhm. And then we got Deanna Purrazzo, the Virtuosa versus Taya Valkyrie with Timeless Tony
Hmm.
Storm on commentary.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all the matches for Dynamite. And I also want to bring up AEW because you sent it in the group chat as well that word on the street is Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews are going to head back to WWE once their AEW contracts are over.
Yeah, your boy Trips is trying to shut it down.
I got some. I got a question to ask you about Trips here in a minute, but say it with the House of Black because honestly, it makes sense because, like I said, whenever you have significant others in different companies, eventually one is going to go to where the other one is.
Right.
It just happens that way. And
Yeah.
Malachi being with Zelina and Buddy being with Rhea, eventually they one of them was going to go, and the women wasn't going to AEW, so they
Facts.
so the dudes was going to go back. And then House of Black is I think we talked about it a few times. They've kind of fallen flat a little bit
Hmm.
um after they lost their trios titles, and it's
So
starting to look like. Oh, go ahead.
what would you think that'll leave? But Brody King, do you think that he would try to get a shot in WWE, or do you think
I
he
was just
gonna
getting ready
stay?
to say. I was just getting ready to say. It's been if you've been watching Collision and Rampage, mostly Collision, it looks like they're starting to try to see what Brody King could do as a solo act in AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I saw too.
They had him and he was in that tournament, the Continental Classic
Hmm.
tournament. He was in that, and also Julia Hart. Now
Yeah.
she still has House of Black on her stuff, but you notice she's been teaming with Sky Blue a lot, and Sky Blue has not been
Hmm.
officially inducted into the House of Black. And it's
Yeah.
rare. It's rare that you get a person in a faction teaming with someone that's outside that faction. X Pac and Kane is like one of the only ones I could really think of that do that. That did that.
True.
Um,
Yeah, that's true.
but yeah, that's really all I had as far as AEW. Uh, I'm not the Angelo Parker Ruby Soho storyline with Soraya playing the mean girl and trying to make sure they don't get together is funny, but it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, Brian Danielson has a match on Saturday Collision against. Oh, hold on. Why does it? Okay, this is Jeff Hardy must ask for this spot because Randy Orton did the same thing to him. Why do people always take something and stick it in the gauge of Jeff Hardy's ear and just twist it?
I have no clue.
I
Like
think he must be asking for that spot
he has to.
because
It
Randy
happened.
Orton did it
It
with
happened.
a screwdriver. Remember?
Hmm. Yep.
And
Yep.
then Moxley just did it.
Oh gosh.
I think see the reason why people like Moxley and Jeff Hardy, Hangman and Swerve, why they will always be in AEW and will excel is because
Yeah.
uh of the death match capability.
Oh yeah. Because they
They
can go.
love that.
Shoot. Did you see Moxley not too long ago? He was in an Indies match, like, and that jump was like brutally hardcore. And he basically said that anytime that he could do a match like that, he's gonna do it.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
So you
hilarious.
know, yeah. So you know that's his gist. Like that's his thing. And I think that's something that he's always wanted to do, which was one of the reasons on why he left WWE.
Hmm. And Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got for AEW at this point. Unless you have something else you want to talk about before we jump into the big news of the week and weekend.
Um, I mean, we still haven't got any Mercedes Monet, so that's still up in the air.
She's not going to WWE. I've been trying to tell people.
I mean, I don't know if she going anywhere, to be honest.
They said we might not see anything from her until March.
Facts.
But let's go ahead and get to the WWE. So we talked about Triple H, and I have a topic on here called Triple H trolling the entire WWE, the entire wrestling community. Would you
Hmm.
agree with that statement?
Why do you feel like he's trolling?
Because of all the stories that came out regarding the Rumble and everything surrounding it. I was just sitting back after watching the Rumble. I was just laughing to myself. I was like, Triple H literally trolled us the entire weekend or the week leading up to the
I feel
Rumble.
I feel like Triple H is on his high horse right now,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why I say that he's on his high horse is, a lot of people thought that he had backup when he became COO, having Vince McMahon as a president, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, Triple H has the ultimate backup now with Dwayne Rocky Johnson being on the board of TKO slash WWE. Like, it don't get no better than that. So he's like, oh shit, like, so I'm really that guy right now. I don't have my father-in-law changing up everything that I do at the last minute. Like, I'm literally doing this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
He's not
Now,
asking for permission. He's going to Nick Khan and saying, "This is what I'm doing."
yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
I think the reason why I say trolling is because it kept being so many reports kept coming out. Oh, this is who they leaning towards being the winner. The fact that they literally kept putting up all those press releases talking about Cody not main event in WrestleMania, and all those press
Mm,
releases talking about Gunther and Seth, which
CM
could
Punk,
still happen. But
CM
all those
Punk.
press CM Punk and all of this, and then I was saying to Mr. Rant, because we were watching, because for those of y'all who don't know, it was my birthday this past Thursday, and me and Mr. Rant and one of our boys went to Houston, and we were watching the Rumble there. And I said, because they were while they the 2K24 video game popped up, and I was just
Hmm.
like, this don't make. I was like, this something don't smell right. They putting out all these reports about Cody not reports on Cody's not going to main event WrestleMania, but you're literally building the entire game that comes out WrestleMania weekend about Cody and finishing his story.
Right.
You have a whole downloadable content package based around Cody.
Hmm.
That's why I say Triple H was trolling, because I was like, you putting out all this
You
stuff.
know, I don't, and that's the thing. I don't think it was him trolling. I think it was the media taking what wasn't being said and trolling with it.
Everybody's like, oh,
Because,
The Rock is going to come and steal Cody's spot. There's no room
right
for Cody at WrestleMania
now,
anymore because of The
now
Rock.
Now that part, that part was definitely a troll, right? We can
Yeah.
admit that the Rock showing him calling Roman out, like, that was a troll.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it made for good entertainment because it kept people like guessing, like, "Yo, is that really gonna happen? Like, what's up? Like, what are we expecting for WrestleMania?" Um, and I'm gonna get to this part, but I think they did that for a reason, and I'll say that reason in a second once we go to our next topic. I
All right.
guess the next topic that we could jump into is, how would you grade the Rumble?
Okay. I was just about to say, did you want to after I give my grade, did you want to go to the non-rumble matches first and then end it with the and then go
Yeah,
into the rumble
yeah, we
after
could
that?
do that.
All right.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
could do
cool.
that.
Our overall grade for the rumble, I give it a B. I give it a B.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I enjoyed the women's rumble match was the best match of the all
Mhm,
of the night. Um
mhm.
with the returns and the debuts and things of that nature. Men's match after
Suck, suck,
huh?
suck. It sucked.
After
It was poor. It was ass. It was shit. I hated it.
it
It was
became
it.
very predictable once after the Fatal 4-Way, which was the worst match of the night.
Yeah,
The men's match, you could see it written on the wall who was going to win.
yeah, right.
Now I did enjoy the KO and Logan match,
Yeah, I did.
and I like the way how Logan tried to cheat. His boys came out, his group, because they about to start that faction. Him with Theory and Waller.
hmm
They gave him the brass knucks. He tried to hit KO, or did he hit KO? No, he
Nah,
missed. He missed.
yeah,
KO got the knuckles, but
yeah,
then in his eagerness to win the match and win the title, forgot to throw the brass knuckles away. And then the referee, I love how they pick and choose when referees have awareness. The referee
yeah.
noticed that KO still had the knucks,
Yep.
so I was like, okay, I like that. I really like that match, and it leads to them having their match at either Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania.
hmm
They're probably going to end up having a match at WrestleMania as the blow off. I think Logan, if they have a match at Elimination Chamber, Logan will win, especially
Yeah.
with KO getting hurt during that match.
Right.
I think he fractured his foot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The good news is there's no PLEs for the month of February this year.
hmm
But let's get to the men's Fatal 4-Way. How'd you feel about that? Oh, what's your grade? Also,
Yeah, I said a B.
B. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How'd you feel about the Fatal 4-Way?
Um, it was good, man. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of wish it was more spots, but it was overall it was good. I definitely knew Solo was gonna come in the mix somehow, some way. Um,
With that
I
damn
like
black
the
hoodie that they always wear.
yeah, I like the fact that he eliminated himself by running through the guardrail and he didn't get back into it. It was great story presence.
He about killed Samantha when he did that.
I ain't lying. Yo, I'm glad that you mentioned Samantha. Is Samantha pregnant?
I don't know. She
Go
looking extra. She looking extra thick lately.
look at extra thick. That left arm was covering looked like it was covering a bump.
Oh, I ain't even paying. I ain't even looking at it like that. So
Well,
I have to go back
anyway,
and check.
but yeah, it was definitely typical. Uh, I think my only question is why AJ took the fall.
Because since AJ, I think in my opinion, the reason why is because AJ is such the aggressor in his anger towards LA Knight. He's easily going to
hmm
point on Friday to you cost me the match. You made me take the pin because when AJ was on the ropes, LA Knight got pushed into him and it made him fall.
Okay,
And
that
then
makes sense.
the spear. So I can see it being that just to lead into give their feud more heat.
That makes sense. I
Because
knew
that's
Randy
the
Orton
feud that's
wasn't
coming
gonna
out of
take.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Randy wasn't gonna take the fall, so that made all the sense in the world.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, man, it was overall good. I like how they all jumped on Roman from the jump.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense. That was
yeah,
good storytelling.
hmm yeah.
So
So
let's get
it
to
was
the
good.
we're gonna end it with the men's rumble because of all the stuff that happened on Monday after.
Okay.
But since we're gonna talk about the women, I gotta change it up real quick. Because my pick,
Mm-mm.
my pick
Mm.
Bailey,
Oh yeah. You definitely picked Bailey to win.
my pick Bailey won the rumble after coming in
Yep.
at what number 3?
Yeah, number 3.
My favorite number as well. I should have worn my 3 chain. But
But
yeah,
but I'm gonna stop you right there. Although you did get the pick right, we were all correct about Naomi coming back.
yeah. Didn't expect her at number 2, but yeah.
But it was this guy who said that Jade was going to debut in the Rumble.
I said it too.
Nah,
Yeah, I
uh-uh.
said Jay was going to debut in the Rumble.
Y'all
I
boys,
didn't say.
y'all
I said that
boys
she was.
said WrestleMania.
I didn't pick. Hell no, I never said WrestleMania. I said Jay's going
You
to debut in the
agree?
Rumble.
Nah, you agree with Jay on last podcast.
I definitely. Well, I don't know. I have to go back and listen to it, but I definitely said that Jay was going to debut in the Rumble. I didn't expect her to be. I didn't say she was going to be one of the final 4, but I said she was definitely going to debut.
Oh, I definitely said that she was gonna, and I said Liv was coming back.
I said that too last pod.
Yeah.
Uh, and then the Jordan Grace news came later
Hey,
in the
that.
week.
Yeah, it did.
So it's clear. Okay, so side note. So with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
you got Mickey James 1 year, you
Mm-hmm.
got Jordan Grace this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's clear that WWE has some type of ECW relationship with TNA, like they did back in the 90s.
Well, they've been having it since that Ric Flair and Christian swap.
Okay. My question is,
Remember when they needed Ric Flair for the whole thing?
yeah,
Um, so they traded Christian over there for their pay-per-view while Ric Flair came back to WWE. So ever since then, as you see, it's been an equal swap. It's been basically your fair trade per se.
now, do you think that this means that we could see a Nick Nemeth return to WWE, but as Nick Nemeth and not Dolph Ziggler for a one-off match or something like that? Do you think that this forbidden door that Triple H pretty much scoffed at when he talked about forbidden doors and doors being open and stuff like that about Jordan Grace? Do you think that we could see some
No,
TNA talent pop up in WWE?
no. And I'm gonna tell you why. I think they got a great relationship with the women's roster. I don't think they have a great relationship with the men's roster. And the reason I say that is Nick Nemeth was released under the Triple H regime. You know what I'm saying? So I think that holds canon. Now, I'm not saying that it can never happen. It might be a year or two, like if he's a champion. But as you see, they always bring the champion for the Royal Rumble. It's never just a regular.
So we're gonna see Moose up in there.
We might see Moose because Mickey James was the champion last year.
Mhm. And
Um,
I think Jordan Grace has like a year and a half left on her TNA deal.
hmm
But they definitely showed some potential feuds with her if she were to make the jump.
Now, TNA still has a relationship with AEW because if you was just watching, um, what's his name came back out? Chris Angels. And he's a TNA alum and he's a part of the AEW roster. So there's still a relationship, but I think that WWE is starting to create more of a stronger relationship with TNA.
Well, TNA is like Switzerland. How they're just in the middle. They can they're the third they're the third best company right now. I'm talking about as America. I'm not counting New Japan. I'm talking about in
Right.
America. Um,
hmm
Now, who knows? The reports about AEW be so skewed, either too good or too bad. I don't know
hmm
honestly what to believe when it comes to them. But as far as TNA possibly taking some of that shine from AEW. It possibly could happen because uh, WWE's they're too up there. The only thing that you can try to do is just build your own cult following to just get the numbers that you need to get to maintain, as
Right.
opposed to trying to take WWE down, because honestly, that's never going to happen. And you should never say never, but it's never going to happen.
True.
Now, speaking of Naomi, how
Mm-hmm.
hype were you when as soon as the lights went out, I knew what time it was. Because then that glow started coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a man, yeah. The
Mm-hmm.
song came on, and then she'd hit the little dance.
Yep.
Now, as I really mean no disrespect to this woman, because I respect her and her family lineage, but I'm tired of seeing Natty on my screen, bro. But she was a good person for Naomi to come back against.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just annoyed me
And
how long Natty was in the match. That's what annoyed me.
yeah, but you see, she was in there at the right time for it to be a slow drawn out until the numbers got up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like until they start getting up in the entrances, like that's a slow start because technically Naomi could have threw her out like within 5 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a great way to like just all right. Let's slow trot this till we get to about what 8, 10, and then we can start getting eliminations.
Now, uh, and Jordan Grace came out at 5.
Hmm.
Like I said, the winner Bailey came out at 3. I forgot who came out at 4, but
Um,
I'm about to pull it up.
who came out at 4? Who came out at 4?
Yeah, I'm about to see if I can get the numbers right here. Oh, that's the men. Uh, where's the women? Okay, here we go. Candice LeRae came out at 4.
I thought it was Candice LeRae.
Candice LeRae came out at 4. Jordan Grace came out at 5. Indy
Hmm.
Hartwell came out at 6.
Hmm.
Oscar came out at 7.
Hmm.
The Pitbull Ivy Nile came out at 8.
Hmm. She's gonna be
Um,
good.
Katana Chance came out at 9. Bianca came out at 10.
Hmm.
Kyrie came in at 11. So you had 3 damage control members
Yep.
at the same time. Then Tegan
Hmm.
Knox came out. That was Natty's help. Then Kaden Carter hit her dance, and she came out at 13.
Hmm.
Chelsea came out at 14, followed by her partner Piper at 15. Um, welcome back, Zaya Lee. She came out at 16.
Hmm.
Zelina always got the fire fits. Came out at 17. Then my girl Maxine came out at 18. Then Nia Jax. This is when it really got good. Is when Nia came out at
Hmm.
19. Then Shotzi at 20.
Hmm.
Becky at 21.
Hmm.
Alba Fire at 22. Shayna Baszler at 23.
Hmm.
Valhalla at 24. Meechin at 25. Zoe Stark at 26. Then we started getting
Jade.
our NXT women. Roxanne Perez came out at 27.
Oh, it
Jade
was
came out
Roxanne.
at Jade came out at
28.
28.
Yep,
Then
that's right.
Tiffany Stratton came out at 29. And then the return of my boo, Liv Morgan at 30.
Hmm.
So we got no Raquel Rodriguez returning. We got no
Hmm.
Carmella. We got no Alexa Bliss. We got no Mercedes. I didn't think Mercedes was coming anyway. And
I have my hopes.
we didn't have any legends for the
Hmm.
first time, I think,
Yep.
which I was cool with because they clearly have enough women to where they don't need to bring any legends back.
Yeah, like all you got to incorporate is NXT, and you
and
good.
that's it. And that's it.
Yeah, you good.
So Nia Jax, let me see how many she eliminated. She eliminated
I think it was 8,
one,
maybe.
two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, she eliminated 8 people.
Because she tied Rhea's record or something like that with
Yeah,
8
because
eliminations.
Shayna's up there too with something, or her record must. I think her record's the Elimination Chamber. That's hers. That's hers.
Hmm.
But yeah, so we got a few face offs. So we got the most recent knockouts champions facing off. I loved how
Hmm.
they did the little stare down, then the hug, and then just started going crazy on each other.
Yep.
I love how Jordan Grace stayed in there forever, and the face off with her and Bianca. That was dope.
Hmm. Yep.
You see the way Bianca eliminated her with the hitting the TKO on the apron or the K.
Hmm.
I keep saying TKO, the KOD.
KOD. Yeah,
I keep saying TKO. The KOD on the apron. That was crazy.
it was
Um, and then yeah, man, we got Jade.
the
What
Bianca
was
and
your
Jade. The
that
Bianca
face
and
off?
Jade stand up. They. Oh my gosh! Now that was a troll because they did everything for them not to go at each other,
Hmm.
but it was picture perfect.
They were the way they were doing the gorilla press slam,
Yes.
and they just
Yes.
dropping them and they just staring at each other.
Like you couldn't ask for anything more. Like of course they wanted to see him go at it, but I'm glad that they kind of held off with that. What I can see is
I don't want to see them as a tag team, at
no.
least
I
not
was about
yet.
to say Elimination Chamber.
Mm,
3 from SmackDown, 3 from Raw.
yeah, and
So
right
I'm
now,
looking at
we don't know
because
who
I'm
Jay's
looking
going to
at
sign with yet.
so I'm looking at Jade, Bianca, Liv, Becky, Nia. I just named 5, right?
Hmm.
And Naomi. Boom. That's your elimination chamber. I think that's fucking star study right there.
So, are you saying? So you're assuming that Jay's going to sign with SmackDown?
Um, SmackDown kind of need it, man. Like all they got is, I mean, they got damage control, so they are kind of heavy. I mean, she could sign with she her size, like totem pole, would be Raw. But we don't even know where Naomi's going. We don't know if she's going to Raw. We don't know if she's going to SmackDown either.
Word on the street is she's going to sign with SmackDown.
Yeah, because that's where Jimmy's at.
Yeah, it just makes the most sense.
Yeah. So I mean, you look at Jade, Raquel, Naya, Rhea, Becky. That's strong right there, you know.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
with the loss of Charlotte, they need that power. Even though Charlotte was there, you know.
yeah, oiling up Andrade.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now,
So,
how did you feel? How did you feel about the way that Bailey won?
oh yeah. I mean, it hits her. It hits her.
Mm,
You know, they don't because of who was left in there. I don't think that they really wanted to do um a one-on-one standoff the way that they did with the men's Royal Rumble.
hmm. We gonna get to
So yeah,
that.
is your cam off?
Nah, my it's did you? I think they froze. They froze,
Oh shoot,
but we're still going. We're still talking. I don't know if the stream ended.
nah, the stream ain't moving.
Okay, so you can still see it on yours.
Yeah,
Let me see if I could.
your whole thing froze.
Yeah, like I can hear you and I'm still talking, but
Mm. Is my picture froze on your side? Oh shoot. Well, guys, technical difficulties. You know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But this is a good intention for us to do like a little commercial, if we are in the road to WrestleMania, so definitely give us your picks, thoughts, and maybe predictions on who's gonna win. Is Cody gonna finish the story? How do you feel about the Royal Rumble? You could definitely hit us up on our IG. You can message us in the YouTube under the thread. You can even send us an email at over the ropes wrestling pod at gmail.com. We definitely reply. We always love to see you guys. We always love to hear um, just your thoughts and stuff. Even if you want to be a guest host one day, we could definitely add you on, see the link and everything. So that's definitely a possibility. So we definitely appreciate all of our followers and everything. All right, guys, I'm back. We're gonna see if Trey could get back on while we're still going live, going heavy, and everything. Um,
I don't know
oh,
what
he's back.
happened.
Hey, it's
I
all
don't know
good.
what happened. I'm
Hey,
back.
man, I hit a mean commercial break. You gonna see it later. I was giving them some information. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be the host with the most. I ain't never been on this shit by myself, but guess what? It's all now. I see what you be doing, man. When you be doing a watch along and stuff.
Yeah, man. You gotta feel the dead air. I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this nigga shit don't went black, but I can still hear him.
But so where did we stop? Where did we stop off at? Oh,
Uh,
the way Bailey won.
yeah,
Okay. I was cool with. Oh, did you see the pic of all the women sitting on the barricade watching Bailey celebrate?
yeah,
Hmm.
that was me. I
Hmm.
like that. I like that.
Now, how'd you feel? We could go to Monday with this. How'd you feel about Damage Control being on Raw and then Rhea coming out and Nia Jax attacking Rhea? and Bailey saying that she's gonna make her announcement on Friday. So who she picking?
I don't like it.
It was kind of pointless.
It was.
The only thing it really did was to just further show the fraction between Damage Control that we already saw. Because
Yeah.
when Nia got in the ring, they all left her alone. And then when she said she'll make her decision on Friday, they showed Io rubbing her title and kind of worried, like, is she going to pick me?
Yep.
Because Nia talking about Rhea not going to make it to WrestleMania, so they're going to do something with Nia and Rhea prior to WrestleMania, which Becky will probably get involved in.
Oh yeah,
that story's not over.
Nah, but, not whatsoever.
You got anything else on the women, or do you want to go ahead and go to the men's rumble?
Nah, we go to the men's.
All right, I can switch back to regular Trey now because my pick did not win.
Who? The Punkster?
Yeah, Punky Brewster.
Yeah.
But. Okay, so we got a few things to talk about with this. All right, so.
Hey, the start of it was epic. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh yeah. Oh, and shout out to Jimmy coming out number 2 and Naomi coming out number 2. I think being the first husband and wife to come number 2 in the Rumble.
Yep.
In their respective Rumbles. But yeah.
Yep.
It started off because did you think that Jay was going to start?
I actually had it reversed. I thought Jimmy was gonna be number 1. The way his reaction was on SmackDown to what he picked when he picked his slot, and I kind of like that they only did one group that was picking their numbers. No, they did it on Raw too because R-Truth picked it. No, R-Truth was on SmackDown when he picked his, right?
Everybody picked on SmackDown.
I kind of like that. Because
it was the day before.
It left us to really think like who else is coming out. You know what I'm saying? But I thought Jimmy was gonna be first, and then I knew Jay was gonna be in there. Like at the beginning, I didn't think Jay was gonna be first, and then Jimmy number 2. But once I saw Jay was first, I knew that Jimmy had to be next. Because I was talking to my son, I was talking to John Trey, and we were watching it, and he was like, "Oh, Jay's starting it." I said, "Watch Jimmy come out next," and then boom, Jimmy music hit, and he just looked at me like. And so then my wife was like, I wish he was this good with the lottery. Like it is predicting this shit. But yeah.
Nah, that was good. So let's go through the rest of the numbers.
Yeah, I got them numbers up right now.
All right, you wanna read them?
Yeah, I'll read them out. So we had Jay Uso at number 1, Jimmy Uso at number 2, number 3, Grayson Waller, number 4, Andrade, which we kind of knew that he was coming in.
If he hadn't shown up by the Rumble, we knew he had to be in the Rumble.
Yeah. Then we had Carmelo Hayes at 5. I'm mad that they put Carmella Hayes and not Carmelo Hayes. But Shinsuke Nakamura at number 6, Santos Escobar. So I'm gonna pause right there. What do you think about their exchange?
I love the exchange with all of the Hispanic men
I definitely
in the Rumble.
I definitely will say, and I will own up to it, I was wrong. I definitely said that there was a possibility that they were going to join, but obviously Andrade wants to stand 10 tones down. He's gonna stand on business by himself.
Yeah, he signed with Raw.
Yep. So then we had Karrion Kross at number 8. Dominic Mysterio.
No yeet.
Yeah, I swear.
The fact that everybody kept screaming "No yeet" was hilarious.
Yeah, Jimmy throughout that whole Royal Rumble was epic. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like he just made it like funny to a high.
The fact they
Um.
see, and then before you continue, all right, this is what I want to say about Karrion Cross. So we're trying to rebuild him, right?
Mhm.
We gave him a new faction, right?
Mhm.
With him becoming part of this new faction, I don't need this new Karrion Cross running around screaming "no yeet" and stuff like that. I ain't like that. It was funny, but I still don't. But I ain't like
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
it. But go ahead.
So
You said
then
Dom.
I said number 9 was Dirty Dom. Uh, number 10 was Carlito.
They just got all the
Uh,
Hispanics out the way.
I ain't lying. Number 11, Bobby Lashley. Hate how they did my dude. You know, you knew it was
Yeah,
gonna be some kind of crazy exchange. I will say this is probably the most spears I've seen in the Royal Rumble since Brock Lesnar and Goldberg was in that joint.
and I still hate Bobby
And
Lashley's spear. I don't care what anybody says.
you talk about the Moose spear where he flips,
Yeah, I hate it.
cause he got that spear from Moose in
Mm,
TNA.
yeah, and I
Um,
hate it.
yeah. So then we had Ludwig Kaiser.
Yes,
In there at
yes.
number 12, Austin Theory, number 13, 14, Finn Balor, 15, Cody Rhodes,
What?
16, 16, Bronson Reed, 17, Kofi Kingston, 18, Gunther, 19, Ivar, 20, Braun Breaker. The
Pause.
name, yep,
Pause.
yep. Hmm.
So, so me and Jay and Calvin were trying to figure out who was replacing Brock Lesnar. Because Brock
Hmm.
Lesnar was not there, and we're gonna talk about Brock after all this. But Brock wasn't
Hmm.
there, and we were trying to figure out who was going to be his replacement. It turned
Hmm.
out that it was Braun Breaker, but honestly, I wasn't putting two and two together to realize that that was the spot Brock was supposed to come in at.
Yeah, it was either between Braun Breaker or Omos.
I honestly thought it was McAfee's
Mm,
spot.
probably, yeah. So
But Braun
then,
Breaker came in there looking like a beast.
yeah, bro, I'm talking about he probably has like the best spear because it's so much aggression when he does it.
Yeah, his spirit's 1,000
He
times
co-
better than Lashley's.
it's damn near everybody to me. Like Jay Uso's, his is more so like he's doing a Michael Phelps spear.
Mhm. Ricky Stark still
Um,
got the best spear to me.
that slingshot spear.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay, 21 was Omos, 22 Pat McAfee, 23
Oh,
JD
hold on.
McDonough. Hmm.
Pause one more time. Pat McAfee, how'd you feel about that? It was a waste.
It was.
You already popped the crowd by him coming back to announce. He was in the
Hmm.
Rumble, like was it 2 years ago?
Yep. And what did we say? We didn't want nobody coming from a commentator desk over the
Yeah,
guardrail or anything like that.
and his
I'm
was just
tired
as
of
big. Yeah, and this one he eliminated himself. He didn't even get eliminated.
it. Hmm.
But shout out to Pat McAfee. He's going to be doing Raw commentary going forward, at least for right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Since the other guy got fired.
Kevin Patrick and Wade
Yeah.
Barrett and Corey Graves. So Corey Graves is going to be leading the show on SmackDown.
Hmm. Yep.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, my bad. Keep
No, you good.
continue.
23 JD McDonough. 24 R Truth, who set JD McDonough up to get thrown out.
Dom tagging Truth in was
Um,
hilarious.
yo, that shit was epic.
That was funny as hell. He tagged his ass in, and then
Yeah,
Truth
that
tried
joint
to
was
hit the
crazy.
John Cena.
Yep, on Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right, 25 was The Miz. 26 was Damian Priest. So JD McDonough, R Truth, The Miz, and Damian Priest, like all those four back to back who are in a current storyline rivalry. Um, 28, we got the return of Ricochet.
You skipped 27.
Oh, 27, the ultimate number two win, CM Punk.
Yep.
Then we get the return of Ricochet at 28,
Mm-hmm.
Drew McIntyre at 29. And I was like, yo, 30? Could it be? Could we get if you smell what the Rock is cooking? And then I'm like, who the fuck are we missing from the Royal Rumble? And lo and behold, number 30, Sami Zayn.
Which people forgot about because Sammy had got hurt against Drew.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because you knew KO wasn't
Yep.
going to be in the match. He literally just had a match. I know that sometimes
Yeah.
though people that have had matches earlier will still show up, but I knew nobody from any of the matches prior to the Rumble wasn't going to be in it.
Yeah.
So it had to be Sammy, or unless they put Jinder Mahal or somebody in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's not somebody that's going to win, normally they put somebody that they know nobody expects to win at number 30. So they'll just run them out
Yeah.
there just because they need a spot to fill.
So if you notice, I guess this one they tried to re-up. As you all know, Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble. He was last in there with CM Punk. The last four was Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Damian Priest. Was it? No, Sami
Was
Zayn.
Sami Zayn? Was it
No,
Sammy? It was Priest. Hold
it
on.
was Priest. Yeah, it was Priest.
Okay. Yeah, because Drew eliminated Sammy.
Hmm. No, it was Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Gunther, and Drew McIntyre in the final four.
Yeah, Gunther.
Yeah, yeah, Gunther.
Which had me worried for a second. I was like, oh shit, is it going to come to fruition? Is
Yeah,
Gunther going to win the Rumble? Because he was a lot of people's picks or pick.
yeah. So Cody entered last year at 30 and won. He entered this year at 15 and won. 30 divided by two,
It's 15.
which this is his second win, is 15. Boom. Uh, Bleacher Report gave this a B. I
The
gave
match,
this yeah,
you gave it a what?
a C.
And why did you give it a C, my good brother?
Man, it was. I just was not excited. Like the
Was it too predictable for you?
yeah, man. Like the beginning had me, like with Jay and Jimmy because we've been calling for their feud. We've been
Uh-huh.
calling for that jump. But
Didn't
what
eliminate
we
either, but they didn't eliminate the other one either.
exactly that's what I was about to say. We did not get a twin elimination. Like we could have got them trying to eliminate each other and then somebody eliminate them together. You get what I'm saying? Like we didn't get none of that. Um uh man. Yeah, it was just that, then Braun Breaker, and that was it.
Yeah, there was no well, because as we know, Braun Breaker wasn't even supposed to be in there because he replaced Brock.
But I'm glad that he was because they said like this was like a test of faith to see if he's ready. And
And
I've
he
been
and he
said,
and we already knew he was ready. And the
yeah,
the
man.
word on the street is he's now they're probably going to end up. If you watched Monday, after Andrade signed with Raw, they all just got on the phone and he said and he was talking to Braun Breaker
Hmm.
because
So what I
Melo's already been showing up on SmackDown.
yeah, and the fact that at NXT both of them are going to be fighting against each other
I
in
think they
the
already
Dusty Rhodes Classic.
in the finals.
Yeah, in the finals at the pay-per-view this Sunday.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
So
yeah,
it's gonna be Carmelo Hayes and Trick
Trick
Williams versus Braun Breaker and
Baron
um
Corbin.
Baron Corbin. Yeah.
So this is what I'm thinking. As far as my grade for the match overall, You said you gave it a C. Bleacher Report gave it a B. I'll be in the middle. I'll go B
B
minus
minus. I knew you were gonna say B minus. I knew it.
because I didn't want to see The Rock, and I didn't.
I did.
Um, I got Cody and Punk in the final, which
Hmm.
I picked Punk to win. Now Punk did get Punk towards tricep
Hmm.
during the final battle.
Yep.
Now I don't know. Now some people say that because he got hurt, it was an audible call.
Yeah.
I don't know how now. I don't know how true that is. We literally just talked about Triple H trolling everybody. I don't know how true that is. If it was really an audible
Well,
call, but
I I I
they
do
showed
think
the
it was an
video.
audible call
Okay.
because I feel as though Cody could wrestle in the elimination chamber. I don't think Punk could. I think Punk is a little bit too out of shape to compete in such a structure, but Cody can do just fine.
Well, I think Punk is only the match that he had with against Dom in MSG. I think that's the only match that he's had.
He's had three of them against Dom.
Okay. So he's had three
Um,
against Dom, and then he had this Rumble match. This is his first
mhm,
televised match,
right.
and he got fucking hurt.
Mhm.
Like you can't make this shit up. He
Yeah.
got hurt again.
Hmm.
Um. So now I'm this. Let me go ahead and go in on CM Punk real quick. Pause. It's it's become clear. And honestly, this was proven in AEW prior to him getting fired.
Hmm.
You can't rely on Punk anymore
No.
because of forget his backstage antics. You just can't rely on him because his body consistently breaks down. If
Yeah.
it's not a tricep, it's a foot. If it's not a foot, it's a leg. Like it's always something with him.
He's been injured 3 times in 2 years.
Hmm.
Like, and we've all seen it happen.
Hmm.
I don't
And the
care how
thing is,
much you
and
work
this is the
out.
thing, and this is the thing. Going against Cody and Seth with the way that they wrestle, yeah, they're safe, but with the way that they wrestle and how they dole out their offense, Punk was eventually going to get hurt again anyway.
Yeah.
Going up against Drew's big ass, he was going to get hurt again anyway.
Punk can't do the same things that he could before.
Yeah, I need him to stop going up to the top rope and doing his Macho Man and all that.
Yeah, like he can't do all that
Go
no
in the
more.
low post, bro. You can't do dunks anymore. Got to change your
um.
game up.
So yeah, I do feel like the audible was definitely called because Cody could have definitely been in that elimination chamber match, which would have had a mixture of some Raw and SmackDown talent. I feel
Which is
like
what I
this
initially
time,
thought was going to happen. I said Punk was going to win, and then the Rumble, and then Cody was going to win Elimination Chamber. That's what I
yeah.
initially thought.
So with this, even when we find out that Cody, okay, I'm not even going to jump to it yet. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead and move to Raw.
Oh wait. Zilla and Jacob Fatu at the Rumble.
Oh
Your
yeah,
thoughts?
yeah, yeah. You want me to give a fan thought, or do you want me to give podcast thought?
I would if you
Okay,
can give if you can give
one.
both.
I give both. Supporting your family, right?
Hmm.
Supporting your cousins, supporting your brothers and stuff like that. Like that's what we see, right?
Hmm.
So we got
And supporting Naomi.
yeah. So we got Zilla and Jacob. So Jacob is the little brother of Rikishi, which is Jimmy and Jay's uncle. Zilla first cousins because that is Umaga's son. Jacob is at the finale of his contract with MLW. He is the champion, but he is written to lose, right? And we all know about Zilla. Zilla was just seen recently at another Indies, but close connection with WWE. Yeah, it's almost time. It's almost time.
And then yeah, once we get to Raw, I have a theory
I
because
feel like I feel like this is Jimmy Uso's new bloodline.
mm, I can see that.
Yeah.
Now, what what does everything that happened at the Rumble and well, let's go. Matter of fact, let's go to Raw. Let's go to Raw because this
Hold
question
up.
actually
So we could
involves
we
that.
could we could even touch this too. So if you saw after Cody won, he pointed to the WrestleMania symbol, and then he turns around and he points directly at Roman.
Mm-hmm. Starts talking mad shit.
Hmm. Which now leads us into Raw.
Mhm. Uh, so Raw started out
Hmm.
with Punk coming out to say that he tore his triceps and he will be out past WrestleMania because he's going to be out for
Yep,
3 to 4 months.
he on the shelf.
3 to 4 months. He starts telling
Hmm.
this impassioned speech about who real heroes are and stuff like that. And then Drew comes out and he starts trolling him a little bit and then pretty much says they glad he's hurt
I did
and
it on purpose. I
did it on
prayed for this
purpose.
shit.
Yeah. And then Punk lets him say all that and then gets in his face and says when he comes back, he's the first person he's coming after. So we know that when Punk returns, it looks like it's going to be him and Drew if Drew is still there.
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, then we talked about Andrade and Braun Breaker. Uh, word on it, another, I've been saying word on the street a lot, but the streets have been talking. Uh, they say Tiffany Stratton's performance in the Rumble, they may be bumping her to Raw pretty
Yeah,
soon.
we haven't really seen her like that in NXT. So I doubt.
After she lost that match to Fallon and she had to be her assistant at the farm, she ain't really
Hmm.
had no matches on TV.
Nah.
But and the fact that she debuted in the Rumble, yeah, she's coming up. Roxanne
Yeah.
needs to come up too, but I think Tiffany can go first.
Hmm.
Um, but then let me see. We talked about the women, Bailey and them. Talked about that. All right, so then let's get to the thing that everybody's really talking about, and I want your thoughts on this. The
Yeah.
promo between Seth and Cody that we didn't know we were going to get. Thought that we were just going to get Cody coming
Cody
out
talking about
and
Roman.
then just talking about Roman. And before he could
Yeah.
even get to that, Seth comes out and tells Cody that he needs to pick him and not Roman and
Hmm.
explains why and says, this is the number one championship in wrestling. Roman's not the guy. You're not the guy. I'm the guy. I defend this title night in, night out, every show, all of this. This is where you need to finish your story. And
Hmm.
Cody at the end tells him that he will think about it. Your thoughts? That was a little curveball they threw in there.
So it's a good curveball because it gives people to think, right?
And he made legit reasons. It made
He made
sense.
legit reasons, right? And I could think of three scenarios, right? And this is the three scenarios. So the first scenario, we don't get Punk headlining night one of WrestleMania.
Of course not.
So that literally just fucked up night one with him getting hurt. Gunther versus Seth
Seth.
is not gonna bring in as much views as Seth versus Punk,
Even if
right?
Gunther still has the IC title.
Even if it's still not gonna draw that in, right? Because even a reaction when Gunther called out Seth, it didn't have no hit or meaning to it, right? Like it had hit and meaning if you're true to wrestling, right? But to the
Mm-hmm.
fans that were
To
actually
the
there, nope,
casuals.
yeah, it's no reaction. Okay, so that's one. Two, I still don't think that there's not so. I don't think that they pulled that plug on The Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. Though we didn't get him at Royal Rumble, I still don't think that they're not unplugging that what if.
The crazy thing is, you saying all of this really led into my final question regarding the Rumble, and it was, what
Right.
does everything that has happened mean for WrestleMania?
Right. So it's all trickling in, right? It all goes together.
Hmm.
So I don't think that they are not still considering that match of Rock and Roman. And then that ties into three. Okay, if Cody faces Seth, Rock faces Roman, Roman still holds that shit until freaking SummerSlam. Ding ding ding. Roman breaks Hogan.
Yep. I have a scenario to where The Rock is involved in WrestleMania, but it involves Cody winning.
Right.
And the way that I have it is because I had one of our, you remember the guy that jumped up here, I Truth, Aaron,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
jumped on a while
Hmm.
ago. So he sent me this theory projection that he has. He said he could see Cody and Roman fighting with The Rock being the special guest referee and
Yeah, I can see that.
costing Cody the match
Mm,
to
mm,
set up Roman and The Rock.
mm.
I have a twist to that because that would involve what his has. It involves The Rock turning heel pretty much, but people will understand it because if he wants to take the title off of Roman, then Cody can't have it. But
He has to
my
do it himself. But it's
yeah,
head of the table is what he wants, not the title.
so that's why in my scenario, I don't have The Rock being the special guest referee. What I would have is The Rock leading up to WrestleMania saying that he's going to be in Cody's corner to stop Jimmy and Solo from interfering, and Cody wins the match that way.
Yeah,
Setting up because Roman will blame The Rock for him losing his title. That will set up the head of the table match at SummerSlam. You can do that.
what if The Rock came out during that match when Jimmy and Solo coming out and he has Jacob and Zilla
That'd be interesting.
to attack them?
I mean, if that's the case, you might as well bring Jay out with him too.
He might bring Jay, but we're still hoping that we get a Jay and Jimmy.
Mm.
So it has been talked about Jay and Jimmy headlining night night one of WrestleMania.
Well, with Seth being, even though Seth said that he's going to wrestle at WrestleMania, with him being hobbled and Punk not being there, that is definitely more of a possibility than it was.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I feel
having the bloodline headline both nights of WrestleMania would be on brand, especially if you have both baby faces go over. Jay going over Jimmy and Cody going over Roman. It would be like
yeah.
when it'll kind of be like Starcade 97 when Sting went over
Hmm.
Hogan, and which should have been the last night of the NWO, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Ooh,
This will
did
be the
you see
this
that botch?
oh, Jericho and Fletcher.
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't
Yeah.
even looking. Jericho starting to put them
Jericho
pounds back on.
Jericho head went straight into his knee.
Mm.
But yeah, it would. Um
This
and
would
I'm looking
technically
at
be the
so
end of the bloodline.
yeah, and I'm looking at so many other scenarios too. Like, okay, do you still want to have a women headline WrestleMania with Rhea headlining night one? Um, like Jay and Jimmy can open it up because I feel like WrestleMania, everybody who fights that night is headlining, right?
I can see Jimmy and Jay opening it up.
Yeah, and because Jay's gonna bring the electric, like he's like the Rock, man. He brings that electricity to it. Everybody going like this. Hey, we is sick, bro. We is sick. And we wear bloodline red. We is sick.
Yeet.
um, no yeet.
Well, yeah, it be
But
no yeet because we were in red.
yeah. So man, I want to see Jimmy and Jay for the IC title, which could possibly happen because the way it's looking, Gunther's gonna be defending that jump in Elimination Chamber.
In the elimination chamber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the reason why I say that is look who he's going up against, right? He's going up against Kofi. He's going up against the Miz. He hasn't
Gable.
fought Jay Gable. Like he's fighting people who are all contenders. Bronson Reed. So you got Gunther, Jay, Bronson Reed, the Miz, and Gable and
Shit, just
Kofi.
just throw, yeah. I'm about to, but then that's an all raw elimination chamber match.
Yeah, yeah, for the IC title.
Well, I guess, yeah. Well, if it's for the IC title, I guess that would make sense because if you're already got your main event set, unless you were going to, because right now Seth still doesn't have an opponent and Cody don't pick him. So
True,
if Cody doesn't pick Seth, then I feel like that elimination chamber match would be the who's going to face Seth.
true. Well, then you
Now,
still got. So then you still got Shinsuke.
Drew,
You still got Shinsuke. You got. Let's see.
Drew's going to be in that match.
Drew, Finn Balor, possible Damian Priest. Um, I could think of a couple other names, but I can't get it right now. But all right, so then this is the other thing with this finesse, with not finesse, but with this
Curveball.
change of events, yeah, with this curveball of CM Punk getting hurt, do we see Damian Priest being likely to cash in at WrestleMania now?
Yes, unless they have that match at WrestleMania, Priest versus Drew for the Money in the Bank.
Because somehow I can still see now Drew McIntyre might get his main event.
Guns up, baby.
Yeah, Drew still might get his main event at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Oh,
the only
also Elimination Chamber for the World Heavyweight Champion. You can't take out Sammy. Sammy could be in that.
yeah, he could.
Yeah.
'Cause
Uh,
I don't think
and
because I
then
don't think because I don't think Sammy and Drew is going to have a match at WrestleMania.
nah. And then you got Jinder Mahal. So you got some people that could be in there. So
Yeah, but yeah, I think with this turn of events, this is the only way that because you saw, speaking of Priest, you saw that he told Truth, I like you, man, so I'm not gonna be the one to do this. And then the young boys, Dom and JD, jumped him out of Judgment Day,
yeah. Hmm.
and then Miz came out. So
So
now that sets some awesome Truth versus either Dom and JD or Priest and Finn for the tag titles.
yeah. So I was about to say they're about to start building that tag team division up again
Mhm,
with actual tag teams, whether it's from the past or current.
mhm. Now, what
Yeah.
I was going to say is, now, do you think that it's a real possibility of what I said with Priest and Drew fighting for the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania? Winner gets it, and then I could see them cashing in on Seth that night.
Yeah. It's possible.
So I don't know. I just the whole this really threw everything. It messed everything up. See, CM Punk, there you go, mess stuff up again, bro.
Yeah.
But so, how shocked are you going to be if Cody picks Seth?
I'm gonna be shocked as fuck.
He's going to announce it on
Cause
Friday.
The fact that he said
I'm
that
pretty
his
sure.
his father's title, right? So Cody's whole story has always been the title that my father never won. But the
And
world,
the world heavyweight title that Seth has doesn't have the same lineage. It's a new one.
yeah, but just the name of it is what his father created. So that part, I was like,
And he's
ooh,
already
that
and
kind of,
technically Cody's already won his father's title because he won the NWA championship.
yeah.
If we're going to get technical.
Hmm.
Look, what's happening here? Oh, oh, Juice. Oh, y'all forgot Juice Robinson. He's still hurt from that attack.
Yeah,
But yeah, I would say, yeah, I would be shocked if Cody picks Seth. I think it's good drama. I like the fact that he didn't just shut it down and say, "Nah, fuck that. I'm still picking Roman."
yeah,
I'm glad he said he'll think about it. But at the end of the day, we all know what time it is. He's picking Roman.
yeah.
But the only way, like you said, it depends on how hard they are going or they want to go with Roman breaking this Hogan streak. Because you notice Hogan is starting to creep back up. Starting to creep. He's on the video game promo. He had a
I
Royal
hate,
Rumble promo.
I hate it. I
They're
hate
starting
it.
to talk
I hate
about him
all.
more and more on TV.
I hate it. The fact that it was in his city, like it was in his state, Saint, like it was in Saint
And
Pete, and
this is off the heels of him saving somebody from a car.
bruh, like I'm so over it. I'm so over it.
But yeah, like we said, he has to just hold it until September 13th to break the record.
Yep.
So what's more important, Cody finishing his story at WrestleMania or Roman breaking this damn streak?
Hey man, I would like. What do you feel?
I feel
Honestly,
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 I think
honestly.
that it's more important to them for Roman to break Hogan's streak
Thank you,
than for
thank you.
Cody to fuck the video game. I think it's more important for
That's
him
the but and
to
that's
break the
the
record.
purpose. That's the purpose of the video game. It's so you can live out Cody's dream, not for Cody to live out his dream. Cody's
And
dream.
what did I keep telling you? Cody does not have to beat Roman to finish the story.
No, he just has to win the championship.
That particular title, he has to win it. But he
Yes,
don't. Roman is the only reason why people say he has to finish it against Roman is because Roman was the person that stopped him the first time.
exactly.
If Seth had the title, then it'd be Seth right now.
If Randy beat Roman at Royal, I mean, if Randy beat Roman at Royal Rumble, it would have been Randy. It would have been whoever. It would have been
I
whoever
think
held that title.
though the problem that they will run into with Seth and Cody, if Cody does pick Seth for some reason, is
The drama.
no, we're not still we're not still 100% sure that Seth is going to be ready by WrestleMania. I know he's saying it. He could have a setback. He's already got mad injuries.
Yeah, but
Like
he
what if he
he
gets hurt? What if he gets hurt in training? He re-aggravates his back or something.
true. Well,
Roman to
I
what we
don't
know,
think Seth
Roman doesn't
has to
have any
train.
injuries that we know of.
I don't think Seth has to train. He's just rehabbing his leg. I don't think he's gonna have
Yeah.
ring rust for rehabbing.
I mean, I get that. I'm just saying that the possibility of Seth re-aggravating it and having to be pulled from WrestleMania is a very real possibility.
Yeah, but I'm okay. So when he said what he did, right? So he has a meniscus tear in the MCL sprain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meniscus tear is really yes, it's serious, but it's not as serious as if you would have tore your ACL.
Mm-hmm.
So because in with an MCL, I've torn my MCL playing football. I was out for 3 weeks, and I was able to play on a brace. As you can see, Seth is just wearing a brace, but he's walking, he's doing everything that he can as of right now. Right? You don't really need surgery unless you, let's just say, you tear it again, which that's what I had to go through. But so it's not as serious as what happened with Charlotte. So, oh man,
If Mister
it's
if
one of those.
Mister Rant was here, he would say Cody needs to win at WrestleMania
Yeah, yeah, of course
because he's over Roman. He's over
he
Roman.
is. But I'm looking at both. Both are like, to me, both are equally important for the business. If Cody does not challenge Roman, I feel like you lose a lot of viewers. But if you let Roman beat Hogan, you're looking at modern day history. And
And
like I said,
WWE is they are all about history.
yes, because what you're look now, what
Oh,
you get,
also, what better way to fully erase Vince McMahon than to have your champion of your era vanquish the man of his era?
exactly, right? So then you look at another 20 to 30 years of somebody trying to chase that record, right? Where it might be Roman's kids, it might be Jimmy or Jay's kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that history looks like now. If Roman breaks Hogan's record,
Now, you know what the crazy thing is? I was always under the impression that Cody would never turn heel in WWE because of how popular he is.
yeah,
But if he loses to Roman again,
black hair
he's going
Cody
heel.
coming back. Yep,
He's going heel because he's gonna feel that he tried to do it twice on the up and up the right way, try to grind from the bottom back to the top, win the Royal Rumble again, do everything is possible to do it the right way, and he still couldn't get it done. I think that would turn him heel, and he's gonna have to be because he's gonna look weak as a face
yep,
if he loses twice, no matter if he gets cheated or not.
yeah,
Oh,
yep. That's true.
Johnny TV. But
But yeah,
all right, so before we get out of here, two quick things. People are so there's been rumors in these wrestling streets, as I've been saying all show, that they're saying that they see Trick Williams as a potential WrestleMania main eventer.
the way his fan base is set up right now, I do. I could see it.
Whoa, that Trick, yeah.
Trick
Whoop.
Williams,
Get
Trick
him.
Williams is. I'm gonna tell you, Trick Williams is what Velveteen was supposed to be.
Mm. Do you
Yeah.
think Trick's ceiling is higher than Melo's?
Woo! Right now it is.
It is right now, but because at one time Melo was the hottest thing in NXT.
Yep.
That's no longer it. I think that Trick is going to beat Dragunov to get that
Hmm.
NXT championship. And I think that if they what they truly feel about him, that he's a WrestleMania main eventer, this will be the way to test it. Is putting the main title in NXT on him and then seeing what he does. Bring him up to Raw and SmackDown every once in a while. See what kind of pops he gets.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. He gonna win that, right? But because and
Breaker.
Melo and Trick, Melo and Trick are not gonna win the Dusty Classic, right?
Nah, nah.
Melo's gonna take that L. Trick's gonna beat him, and then Melo's gonna attack him after Trick wins that title, which is gonna set up Melo versus Trick on WrestleMania weekend.
Mm.
Yep.
They've been teasing them.
Oh
They've been teasing them
yeah,
going at
the
it for the
tension,
longest.
the tension is there.
And then
Yeah,
this is my final thing I want to ask. Do you believe that Brock Lesnar is officially done with WWE forever?
yeah, because Vince McMahon is fucking done with WWE.
Do you think that Roman will go to like an AEW or just say I'm done with wrestling now that my guy is gone?
Who?
Do you think that now that his guy is gone, Vince, do you think that Brock will just say screw wrestling altogether, or you think he'll go to AEW just for a quick payday?
Nah. I feel like if he needs a quick payday, Triple H will find some way to bring him back. But with all these
Because Tony
allegations
Khan,
and
Tony
stuff,
Khan will give him the money.
oh yeah, he definitely will give him the money. But I think that some way somehow he'll be back. I don't see him going to AEW. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, did you have anything else that you? This is the longest episode we ever done, but it was a big show.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did you have anything else you wanted to speak about?
Nah, I just want everybody to touch base and tune in to SmackDown on Friday. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a 2 hour classic full of drama.
Oh, speaking of SmackDown, SmackDown is coming to Charlotte pretty soon. I think the
Yeah,
ninth, next
yeah,
Friday.
it is.
Next Friday. If you're out there, you may or may not see some of your OTR crew out there. You may or may not.
Yeah, you may or may not. Not
And
sure.
if you're going to go to Revolution in Greensboro on March 3rd, again, you may or may not see some of your OTR brethren out there.
Yeah.
But go ahead, everybody, like, comment, subscribe, please, and thank you. Tell your friends. You got any wrestling people you know? Tell them to hit us up. We did get 3 new subscribers to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate that. Um, but yeah, I am OTR Trey, aka Treyway, aka Durag Trey, aka Wednesday Night Trey.
And I am OTR mic drop, aka New York mic drop. New York all day mic drop. Mic drop till I stop. You already know what it is. A New Balance stand up. Oops.
All right,
Peace.
peace, y'all. Peace.